This bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the super weight division. Fighting on the blue corner, wearing red with black trim, official weight 121 pounds. From PV Vasquez stable, Libon Albay, ladies and gentlemen, Richard Vasquez. And his opponent in the red coat, wearing black with white trim, official weight 120 pounds. Professional record stands at 7 wins, 2 wins, coming by way of knockout with no defeat from Johnny Elorde, stable of Paranaque City, introducing Juan Miguel Elorde. The 3 judges for this contest, Engineer Greg Ortega, Romulo, and Attorney F.P. Almeida. Your referee in charge of the action, Virgilio Garcia.
Our third man in the ring is referee Virgilio Garcia. Boy Villanera forgot to give the record of Richard Vasquez, the opponent of Miguel Elorde. Well, let me tell you, he's got 1 win, 7 losses, 1 draw, and 1 knockout. His last fight he lost by a KO in the 3rd round versus Verhel Nebran. And Elorde, on the other hand, won his last fight by a 1st round KO over Anthony Balubar. It was a fight we covered on the main event. Elorde, the fighter in the black trunks, Vasquez in red with the black trim down the side. Elorde is a good boxer. I've been watching him work out at the gym, the Johnny Elorde gym in Roosevelt Avenue in Quezon City, where Manny Pacquiao was training. He was training there too. Mig and Bai, the brothers, the grandsons of the late great Gabriel Flash Elorde. Should be an easy task for Miguel Elorde to get rid of Vasquez. He's a very intense young man. He trains very hard. Does his road work every morning, very faithfully. Works out in the gym. He's got a passion for boxing, no question about it. Uses a nice left jab to break through Vasquez. Tried to double up with the right. Good left hook to the body, doubled up the left hook. And a hard right to the side of the body. Good combination, and Vasquez is in trouble. Elorde jabbing with the left. Looks very much like his grandfather, the looks. Flash Elorde, of course, was a southpaw, reigned as World Junior Lightweight Champion for almost 7.5 years. We covered several of his fights, and what a fighter he was. Elorde coming in, working to the body. Good left jab, snapping the head of Vasquez right back. Third man in the ring, Virgilio Garcia. Good double up. 3 left hooks by Elorde. Doubled up the left and then came through with the right hook. We expect him to be able to move up and get better opponents, worthier opponents down the road, because he's not going to improve unless he meets some really competitive fighters. Vasquez faking twice, not throwing a punch, then to a right and missed. Elorde with a 3-punch combination. Vasquez sneaks in a right hook. You know, we've seen Vasquez fight before, the Inares Center. His record actually is not quite fair to him. He fights. He's a fighter. His 1 win, 7 loss, 1 draw record doesn't do him justice in that sense. But Elorde, obviously, is a much better fighter. He's undefeated, and he's got good hands. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. Vasquez is able to survive this first round, which is a credit to him, if nothing else. There goes the bell end of round number 1. We're going to take a quick break and come back in a moment.
This portion is brought to you by Tanduay, the #1 rum. This portion is brought to you by Tanduay, the #1 rum.
Some of the slow-mo action, you see the combinations by Elorde. Little short there, then a right straight. That was a good punch. Caught Vasquez flush on the face. We'll be moving into round number 2. This is a battle in the super bantamweights. It's scheduled for 6 rounds. Miguel Elorde in the black trunks against Richard Vasquez in the red with the black trims down the side. We're moving into round number 2. The third man in the ring, referee Virgilio Garcia. Elorde trying to fake. Vasquez comes in. Elorde ties him up. We're coming to you from the Elorde Grand Ballroom, the Flash Grand Ballroom here in Sucat, Paranaque, in the Elorde Sports Complex. And Miguel Elorde in the black trunks, looking to throw a big punch, but using the left to set it up, the left jab. Hard right to the side of the body by Elorde. Vasquez takes the punch. Missing. Elorde is also has to cut the distance a little bit. He's a little too far out, and his punches are not really connecting with that kind of power that he would like to have behind those punches, because he's a little too far off. Jabbing with the left. Oh, beautiful right hook by Elorde. That was a great punch. But Vasquez took it and is still standing. Another left hook by Elorde. Doubles up with the left. Left to the side of the body and to the side of the head. Body shot again. Now the crash of heads. Elorde grimacing, taking a look at that. Well, he's ready to continue, says Miguel Elorde, and referee says, let's get it on. Good left. Elorde has a reach advantage and a height advantage against Vasquez, but he hasn't been able to put him away, despite his impressive 7 wins and no losses record with 2 knockouts. He's not a tremendously heavy puncher, but he can punch, Miguel Elorde. This is round number 2 of a fight that's scheduled for 6. Oh, good. Double up again with the left hook. He's very good with that left hook. And again, the heads clash. Vasquez comes with his head low. Winding down round number 2 of a fight that's scheduled for 6. Miguel Elorde getting those body shots thundering into Vasquez. Vasquez moving around, trying to stay away. Another good left. Doubles up with the left and a right. There goes the bell in the round number 2. Slow-mo action. There you saw that good left to the top of the head and another left by Elorde. Good successive punches then. As Vasquez held him, he threw a right. There goes the bell in the round number 2. You're taking a look at Miguel Elorde in his corner. Tanduay, the #1 rum. Our good friends from Tanduay, Paul Lim, and of course, Mr. Andres Ko. Thank you for your support through the years for the main event. We are moving into round number 3. Miguel Elorde, the fighter in the black trunks. Richard Vasquez in red. Elorde has had the better of the exchanges so far in this fight, taking the first 2 rounds on our unofficial scorecard. Vasquez cautioned by referee Garcia. He's told to break and he throws a punch in the break. Vasquez also sometimes has some antics which the crowd, oh, perfect right hand. Flush it. And Vasquez shakes his head, taps the side of his face and says, "That didn't hurt me." Elorde looking for the opening, jabbing with the left. Vasquez goes to the body with the left of his own. Elorde is not having things all his own way in this fight. I mean, he's not as dominant as we thought he would be. He doubles up with the left and a good right again by Elorde. Vasquez now backing off and running away. Good left again to the body by Elorde. The left hook is a real damaging punch of Elorde. And Vasquez holding. Elorde continuing to stop. Connects with another good right and a left. But Vasquez fighting back desperately more than anything else. Elorde with a good right to the body again. He's working to the body quite well. Elorde. Continuing to stop Vasquez. Holding. Elorde trying to measure him with the left and waiting to throw the right, setting him up, but Vasquez dances away. Hard right to the side of the body and the left. And Vasquez is holding very clearly. We're coming to you from the Flash Grand Ballroom, named after the late great Gabriel Flash Elorde. And his grandson is in the ring right now. Elorde, son of Johnny and Lisa Elorde. Hard right to the side of the body and a good right straight. But Vasquez survives. Bobbing and weaving. Nearing the end of round number 3. There goes the bell end of the round. We're going to take a break and come back in a little while.
This portion is brought to you by Tanduay, the #1 rum. This portion is brought to you by Tanduay, the #1 rum.
Some of the slow-mo action of that previous round. You saw Elorde connect with the left, but Vasquez was ducking under and avoided, and he was holding very clear. Look at him gripping the hand very clearly. That's holding. There goes the bell. As the action continues in this 6-round bout. This is round number 5. Sorry, round number 4. Brought to you by Tanduay, the #1 rum. This is your main event, coming to you from the Flash Elorde Grand Ballroom here in Sucat, Paranaque, in the Elorde Sports Complex. You've got a pretty good crowd out here. Elorde trying very hard to put this Vasquez away, but he hasn't really hurt him. He's caught him a couple of times with some really good body shots, but he doesn't seem to have hurt him very much. Good left again by Elorde. Elorde continuing to stalk Vasquez. Vasquez retreating. He's not fighting back really. He fights back only when he's pinned. Elorde stalking Vasquez. Doubles up with the left. Another flurry by Elorde. Vasquez covers up. Gets caught again. Elorde is able to sneak the left right through the defense of Richard Vasquez. Elorde trying very hard to put him away, but not very successfully so far. perfect punch. That shook Vasquez, no question about it. And Vasquez sort of mocking Elorde, and Elorde clips him, then goes after him, and that's holding. Oh, another flurry by Elorde and a beautiful right hand. Vasquez is in trouble, trying not to show it, but he is in trouble. Elorde jabbing with the left, waiting to throw the right hand again. Vasquez steps forward, throws a wild right hand. Elorde leans back. Elorde sneaks in two good right hands to the side of the head. Final 10 seconds of this round. And Vasquez has survived another round against Elorde. There goes the bell, end of round number 4. Slow-mo action of the previous round, brought to you by Tanduai, the #1 round. That was two good right hands, solid right hands by Elorde. But it didn't rattle Vasquez too much. He survived, and he survived 4 rounds so far against Elorde. Richard Vasquez, a record of 1-7-1 with 1 knockout. He's got 1 win, 7 losses, 1 draw, and his only victory came by way of knockout. And Elorde, on the other hand, is undefeated in 7 fights with 2 knockouts. Round number 5 of a fight that's scheduled for 6. This is the penultimate round. Elorde in the black trunks, Vasquez in red with the black stripes down the side. Oh, another hard, good right by Elorde. Vasquez is in a survival mode in this fight, rarely fighting back unless he's cornered, and it's Elorde who's been carrying the fight to Vasquez, but hasn't been able to really hurt him. He's caught him with some good shots, but not really hurt him. Vasquez misses completely. Elorde could have countered, but he was a little too slow in reacting to that situation. Well, we'll be honest with you, this is a young kid, still a long way to go, but right now, he's nowhere near the skill of his Lolo, his grandfather, Gabriel Flash Elorde. What a wonderful fighter he was. He was a terrific human being. Unbelievable. Now Vasquez is getting nailed with some big body shots from Elorde, and he's holding, and referee Garcia should deduct a point. I don't understand. You cannot hold this way. That's against the rules in boxing. Elorde getting a little desperate, trying to win big. Vasquez misses with a right. Elorde has caught him with some really solid shots, but it hasn't phased Richard Vasquez. Good right straight again by Elorde. The right straight is connecting time and time again, and the left hooks to the body. Vasquez walked into that right hook. Vasquez comes in, throws a right. Final 10 seconds of the 5th and penultimate round in the 6th round super bantamweight battle. There goes the bell, end of the round. We're going to take a break and come back in a moment.
This portion is brought to you by Tanduay, the
Elorde continuing to work to the body, but he hasn't been able to really weaken Vasquez, Richard Vasquez. He's still standing there and taking punishment. In the corner of Elorde, his dad, Johnny Elorde, and there's also William De Velos. We're moving into the sixth and final round from the Grand Ballroom here at the Elorde Sports Complex in Sucat, Paranaque. The final round. Miguel Elorde in the black trunks, Richard Vasquez in red. Elorde has won every round on our unofficial scorecard so far, but he'd like to end with a flourish and try and put Vasquez away. Look at that embrace. Elorde must be getting really frustrated. This is not his kind of fight. Look then. And Elorde's timing is a little off. Vasquez rushes forward, doesn't throw a punch. Chance for Elorde to counter. Good stringing left jab by Elorde. Garcia warning Vasquez about the use of his head. Time is running out on Miguel Elorde. A minute and about 5 seconds remaining in this fight. All sorts of kibitzers here at ringside. They want Vasquez to fight, but he's really not doing anything very much. And he just charges into Elorde and he's holding hand and then puts his head forward. You should. Elorde probably would have been better if he threw an uppercut, but he hasn't thrown a single uppercut in his fight, and his fight's almost over. And Vasquez dances away. There goes the bell, end of the round, end of the fight, and I know Miguel Elorde is very unhappy that he couldn't put this guy away.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the scores of the three judges. Engineer Greg Ortega, Robbie Yuno, and Tony Epi Almeida scores about 60-54, all in favor of the winner by unanimous decision, who won, Miguel Elorde. Still undefeated. And I'm the president of Rotary Club of Manila 101. Belchi was presenting the Golden Trophy to the winner.
This portion is brought to you by